Ever heard of a classic detective series that kept audiences on the edge of their seats? Well, let's talk about that famous TV series from 1973. It stars a beloved Hollywood actor, recognized for his role as the lead detective. The show follows the journey of a retired private investigator who re-enters the world of crime solving after a personal tragedy. Throughout the series, viewers are treated to a mix of humor, suspense, and drama that keeps them glued to the screen. But before we dive deeper into the show, let's ponder who was your favorite classic Hollywood actor in this series. Now, let me share a personal anecdote. This show taught me the importance of determination and fairness. Watching the lead character tackle cases with unwavering resolve and honesty left a lasting impression on me. Now, it's your turn. Do you have any memorable experiences or stories related to this series? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. So, stay tuned for more intriguing facts and tales about this classic TV series. You definitely won't want to miss out on the excitement. Premiering in 1973, this television series brings viewers into the world of a retired private detective, portrayed by Buddy Ebsen following the tragic murder of his son. The main character comes out of retirement to tackle various crimes in Los Angeles, California. Assisted by his daughter-in-law, portrayed by Meriwether, they work together to solve cases, navigating through mysteries with unexpected twists and turns. The show received critical acclaim and numerous awards, solidifying its place in television history as a beloved crime drama series. Buddy Ebsen, known for his roles on the Beverly Hillbillies and Barnaby Jones, showcased his dancing skills on both shows. In real life, he was also a dancer. Barnaby Jones holds the title of the second longest running crime drama produced by Quinn Martin. Following the FBI, it was the last popular television series produced by Martin. The opening sequences of the show were animated, featuring a motif of rectangles assembling like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. This unique visual element set the tone for each episode, captivating audiences with its distinct style. Transitioning from his role as a naive mountain man, Buddy Ebsen seamlessly shifted into the role of a sharp private investigator, averting potential typecasting after the Beverly Hillbillies ended. Just 2 years following the sitcom's cancellation, Ebsen assumed the lead in the new show. Quinn Martin, producer of the series, swiftly selected Ebsen for the role following the conclusion of the Beverly Hillbillies, a decision the actor readily accepted. In later seasons, the Ford in the show changed a lot. It didn't have the special sunroof anymore, which was a big part of it before. This change affected the feel of the car and matched the story's changes. They also put a new license plate on it, which was interesting for viewers paying close attention. A good actor named Mark played a character named Jedediah Romano in the series. He acted alongside Buddy Ebsen, who played Jed. The story had a lot of ups and downs, and Mark's acting added something new to the group of actors. Buddy, who was experienced, had some health problems during filming. In 1976, he had bad leg pain and had to go to the hospital. This worried everyone working on the show. Despite this, they kept going and finished the series, showing how dedicated they were. Mark and Buddy had great chemistry on screen, and people watching liked it. The changes to the Ford and the new license plate matched the changes in the story and the real-life problems Buddy faced. Looking back, the changes in the later seasons made the show more interesting. It showed how things can change over time. The show's memory lives on because of the hard work and talent of everyone involved. Did you know that a famous actor, Buddy Ebsen, had a significant role in a popular TV series? He appeared as the main character and also had a memorable short appearance in a related movie. By the time the show started, he was already 64 years old, bringing lots of experience to his role. Interestingly, the show often featured guest stars who were family members of the main cast. For instance, Buddy's daughter Bonnie Ebsen showed off her acting skills in 6 different roles in various episodes. Similarly, other cast members' daughters, like Meriwether's daughter Kyle Alliter and producer Quinn Martin's daughter Jill Martin, also made appearances. This family connection added a special touch to the show, making it even more enjoyable for viewers. This mix of professional talent and personal connections helped make the show very popular and memorable. So it's not surprising that Barnaby Jones is still loved by many TV fans today. Upon viewing the pilot, renowned composer Jerry Goldsmith initially sought to avoid scoring it, deeming it terrible. Despite his reservations, he was persuaded to create the theme tune and score the pilot, which notably surpassed the length of any other series he had worked on. The show met its end after 8 seasons due to a combination of low ratings and Buddy Ebsen's decision to part ways with the character. Ebsen, having had his fill of portraying the titular character, contributed to the cancellation of the series. And a unique aspect of the show's narrative, a character sporting a loud sport coat was often designated as a negative character, though not necessarily a killer. These characters, ranging from pimps to drug dealers or con artists, would frequently don brightly colored or bold checkerboard pattern coats as a visual cue for the audience. The interplay of Goldsmith's initial reluctance, Ebsen's departure, and the distinctive characterizations in the series collectively shaped the trajectory of Barnaby Jones. These elements, alongside the show's narrative twists, kept audiences engaged for over 8 seasons. In the past, Lee Meriwether and another actor tried to get Buddy Ebsen to join them for a TV movie reunion, but Ebsen said no. Even though they really wanted it to happen, Ebsen stuck to his decision. He once called his second show really popular, but not as much as his first one. During that time, he drove a 1973 Ford Limited. This part of TV history shows how famous actors interacted and the memorable things they left behind. Ford Motor Company played a big part in making the series by offering a variety of cars, including Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Mazda, and De Tomaso models. This added more realism to the show. The character JR had interesting initials that added mystery to the character. Lee Meriwether did a great job playing different roles like Betty Jones and Lily Munster, showing her talent. The mix of different characters and the well-made story made the series very interesting for viewers. Working with Ford not only made the show look better, but also let viewers connect with popular car brands of that time. Looking back, the mix of good storytelling and cool cars made the series special. The characters, especially JR, and the use of Ford vehicles made the show successful and important to TV history. This mix of storytelling and cool cars shows how creative and collaborative the entertainment industry was back then, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. Armed with a Smith & Wesson Model 10 revolver, the character in focus navigates the twists and turns of his investigations. Beyond the screen, the ties run deep among the cast. Buddy Ebsen's connections extend to his good friend Ruth Warwick and former co-star Lee Meriwether. Both found themselves in the midst of the long-running soap opera, All My Children, from 1996 to 1998. A notable ripple effect emerged from the guest stars on the show. Several of them went on to grace the screens of Trapper John M.D., continuing their journey in the world of television. These behind-the-scenes associations enriched the legacy of the series, demonstrating the interconnected nature of the entertainment industry. Betty Jones, married to Barnaby Jones' son Hal, played a significant role in the series. Buddy Ebsen, who portrayed Barnaby Jones, was not only an actor, but also a writer. He penned various books, including Polynesian Concept, The Other Side of Oz, and Sizzling Cold Case, the latter inspired by his character in the show. One of his notable works, Kelly's Quest, a romance novel, gained success when Ebsen was in his 90s. Moreover, several actors who appeared on the show also had roles in Star Trek, either as guest stars or series regulars. This crossover between the two shows added to the intrigue of both fan bases. Former President Richard Nixon, an avid fan of the series, expressed his admiration for Buddy Ebsen's work on Barnaby Jones. In the 1980s, during a meeting with Ebsen, Nixon revealed that he had watched every episode of the show. As the 6th season commenced, Buddy Ebsen, acknowledging the demands of aging, scaled back his role in the series. This adjustment led to episodes featuring both Lee Meriwether and Mark Shera taking on more prominent roles. Ebsen's participation in the season reduced to occasional cameos, constituting a shift in the show's dynamic. Notably, Barnaby Jones holds the distinction of being the only detective series to explore the theme of temporary blindness on 3 separate occasions throughout its run. These insights provide a glimpse into the show's evolution, from Nixon's admiration to the altering dynamics within the cast and the unique thematic elements explored in the series. In the realm of 1970s television, a detective drama emerged as a contender for viewer attention. Starring a seasoned actor, the show depicted the adventures of a private investigator tackling various cases. Despite expectations, the series failed to capture audience interest and was canceled midway through its run. Fans wondered why the show didn't connect with viewers. Perhaps the shadow of another famous character loomed too large over it. Interestingly, one of the actors noted similarities between the lead and another actor from a popular soap opera. Such observations added depth to the story behind the scenes. The show had a distinct visual style, often featuring characters dealing with financial struggles and finding solace in their vintage vehicles. These choices subtly emphasized the economic challenges faced by the characters. Throughout its episodes, viewers saw the detective's life unfold, with each case showcasing not just the crime, but also the determination of the protagonist. Looking back, the show's brief run serves as a reminder of the challenges and the competitive world of detective dramas. Despite its cancellation, it tried to bring something new to the genre, leaving a brief but memorable impression in TV history. In the realm of television, there was a remarkable collaboration between two well-known actors, one of whom was involved in both Barnaby Jones and Cannon. In the first episode of the former, the latter actor made a guest appearance, showcasing their versatility and rapport. What's intriguing is that Barnaby Jones initially stemmed from another show, Cannon, illustrating a connection between characters and narratives. Following the passing of one of the actors, a novel was released posthumously, delving into a different genre from their usual work. This literary venture posed an intriguing question in its theme song, setting the tone for a unique exploration. In summary, the actors' involvement in both shows and the creation of Barnaby Jones added depth to their career, while the posthumous novel expanded their artistic endeavors, leaving a lasting impression on the entertainment world. In the early 2000s, two classic TV shows came under the ownership of the same company. One of the actors in these shows, Buddy Ebsen, who played a character in one of them, had an extraordinary memory. His co-star, Lee Meriwether, talked about how well he could remember things. Every year, the main characters in the show received new Ford cars, but one character stuck to his old Ford Mustang. This consistency in cars and differences in memories stood out in the show. In the realm of television history, there's a story worth telling. It's about a show that grabbed the attention of audiences across generations. The main character, portrayed by Buddy Ebsen, brought depth and determination to the screen. His commitment to the role revitalized his career and brought fresh energy to television. Viewers eagerly tuned in each week to watch the unfolding adventures, drawn in by the character's sharp investigative skills and unyielding resolve. This tale of crime-solving and narrative intrigue continues to captivate audiences, both old and new. It's a story that remains etched in the memories of television fans everywhere, a testament to the enduring appeal of classic TV. Buddy Ebsen, known for his roles in the Beverly Hillbillies and as the lead in a TV series, takes on the persona of a shrewd detective, often hired by individuals or California Meridian Insurance Company to solve cases. Throughout the series, a recurring motif emerges. The sum of $250,000 frequently surfaces as a ransom demand, the value of stolen jewels, or the take from an armed robbery. This consistent thread adds a layer of familiarity and intrigue to the show's narrative, keeping viewers engaged as they follow Barnaby's investigative endeavors. Ebsen's portrayal of the titular character captivates audiences, making each episode a compelling journey through the twists and turns of the mystery genre. A seasoned investigator, Buddy Ebsen played a skilled detective in a popular TV series from 1973. He was known for his versatility, bringing depth to his character, and showing expertise in various fields like science, psychology, and solving crimes. Besides Barnaby Jones, he also played similar roles in other shows like Matt Houston in 1982. This was a consistent theme in his career, seen even in his earlier role in the Beverly Hillbillies from 1962. Ebsen appeared on TV for 18 seasons straight, leaving a lasting mark on television. Following the conclusion of production, consideration arose for a TV movie crossover between the series and Buddy Ebsen's previous venture, the Beverly Hillbillies. The proposed storyline involved the abduction of millionaire Jed Clampett, leading to Barnaby Jones' enlistment to locate him. Although the TV movie never materialized, a similar premise surfaced in the 1993 big screen adaptation of Hillbillies, featuring Ebsen in a cameo as himself, employed by Miss Hathaway to find the missing granny. Premiering on a Sunday evening in 1973, the show initially aired at 9:30 p.m. EST, 8:30 p.m. PST, displacing the popular series Mannix by an hour. Over the years, the show underwent several time slot changes, transitioning from Tuesday nights to Fridays and eventually settling on Thursdays. In its final stretch, it reverted to airing an hour earlier on Thursdays before concluding its run. The series marked the second show in Buddy Ebsen's career. After 8 seasons, it came to an end due to Ebsen's decision to retire from acting. In the world of detective shows, a unique bond between two actors stood out, lasting beyond the screen. They maintained a close friendship throughout and after the series. One notable aspect that set this show apart was the inclusion of a fully equipped forensics lab within the main character's office. This added an interesting layer to the story, showcasing a meticulous approach to solving crimes. One actor's unwavering commitment to the series was evident, being present in every episode. His consistent presence contributed to the reliability and continuity of the show, solidifying its place in the detective television landscape. In addition to Lee Meriwether, Buddy Ebsen also had great chemistry with Mark Shera when he joined the cast for the fourth season. Sometimes you'll notice Barnaby sounds half asleep in scenes. That's because Ebsen would often nap between takes. As Ebsen got older, he wanted to reduce his time on set. So, for the last 2 seasons, the episodes were evenly divided among the 3 actors. Each actor took the lead in 1/3 of the season's episodes. In its time on air, the show had Buddy Ebsen making regular appearances, marking one of his final roles with a memorable cameo in the Beverly Hillbillies. He was in every episode, matched only by Lee Meriwether, who missed just one. Despite being pitted against another show in its last season, it managed to outperform The Streets of San Francisco in ratings until its end. Against the odds, Ebsen and his team kept audiences engaged until the final episode. And so, the story of this beloved detective series lives on in the hearts of its fans, treasured for its gripping plots and memorable characters. There's something special about finding inspiration in unexpected places. For George Utley, a character from a popular TV show, that source of inspiration came from a specific program he loved watching. Whenever life got tough, he turned to the main character of that show for comfort and guidance. Unlike the slick and charming character JR, this main character faced financial struggles and had a more serious demeanor. George found solace in the character's wisdom, often applying his advice to his own life situations. The character's resilience and resourcefulness resonated deeply with George, inspiring him to tackle his own challenges with similar determination. Each episode of the show became a guiding light for George, offering him valuable lessons and insights. He felt grateful to the creators for bringing such a relatable character to life and enriching his own life in the process. This just goes to show how fictional characters can become real sources of inspiration for people, teaching us important lessons that we carry with us always. In an unexpected twist, a recent episode of the show featured a special appearance by Humphrey Bogart's son, Stephen Bogart. He played a role that honored his famous father, adding a meaningful touch to the series. Even though his time on screen was short, fans were touched by Bogart's connection to cinematic history, making the episode more memorable for viewers. It goes to show how a nod to the past can resonate with the audience, creating a lasting impression. In the early 70s, a famous TV series came out, making a big impression on people at the time. There was a big surprise in the show that made everyone feel a lot of emotions. A main character died suddenly, changing the story a lot. People couldn't believe what happened, and it showed how the series could surprise viewers. The main character got caught up in a complicated plot, dealing with the loss. It was tough for him, but it made the story more interesting. The show was known for its exciting and straightforward way of telling stories. It did a good job of showing how the characters felt after the sad event. As the story went on, the main character, who was a detective, worked hard to figure out what happened. He didn't give up until he solved the case. Even though the case was solved, the sad feelings stuck around. The show was really good at mixing drama with solving crimes, making it interesting to watch. In the 70s, the TV show Barnaby Jones was great at mixing suspenseful stories with the feelings of its characters. The sad event in the show made a big impact and stayed important throughout the series. In a surprising twist during its production, the 1973 TV series experienced a setback when one of its main actors suffered a heart attack on set. Despite this, the actor remarkably recovered and continued their role in the series. This incident shed light on the challenges faced behind the scenes and highlighted the dedication of the cast and crew. The show delved into various criminal cases and mysteries, with the main character using his intellect and experience to solve them. The actor's portrayal of the veteran investigator resonated with audiences, drawing them into the storylines of each episode. The show's success can be credited to its engaging storytelling and the compelling performances of its cast. It not only entertained viewers, but also left a lasting impression on television in the 1970s. Its mix of suspense, drama, and occasional humor captivated audiences, making it a memorable part of the era's television lineup. Despite facing challenges, the series prevailed as a symbol of resilience and dedication. It remains a significant part of television history, remembered for its captivating stories and memorable characters. In its 1973 debut, the TV series underwent an unforeseen tragedy. Midway through the first season, Lee Meriwether's character, Betty Jones, met a shocking demise. The unexpected departure of this central character left both the characters within the show and the audience in a state of sorrow. Betty's sudden exit from the narrative had a lasting impact on the tone and dynamics of the series, introducing an element of sadness that lingered throughout subsequent episodes. The loss of Betty Jones was a pivotal moment in the storyline, as her character played a crucial role in the investigative endeavors alongside her father-in-law. The unexpected turn of events not only affected the on-screen relationships, but also had a profound emotional impact on the viewers. This tragic twist added a layer of complexity to the series, steering it in a direction that resonated with a sense of loss and melancholy. The aftermath of Betty's departure served as a turning point for the characters, compelling them to navigate their investigations with a newfound gravity. The series managed to seamlessly incorporate this sorrowful event into its narrative, showcasing the resilience of the remaining characters as they continued to tackle cases and solve mysteries. In summary, the unexpected and tragic departure of Lee Meriwether's character brought an emotional depth to the 1973 TV series Barnaby Jones, leaving a lasting impression on both the storyline and the viewers. In a surprising turn of events, a tragic incident occurred during the production of the TV series Barnaby Jones in 1973. During the filming of an episode titled Fatal Overture, a stuntman tragically lost his life while attempting a dangerous stunt. The unfortunate accident cast a somber shadow over the production and served as a stark reminder of the risks involved in the entertainment industry. Despite the efforts to ensure safety on set, this incident stands as a poignant reminder of the dangers faced by those working behind the scenes. It serves as a solemn tribute to the dedication and sacrifice of all those involved in bringing entertainment to audiences worldwide. In a surprising turn of events, a tragic incident happened during the making of a popular TV series. While filming a very intense scene, one of the actors got badly hurt, stopping production for a few weeks. But the cast and crew worked together, showing determination to finish the season. This TV series was loved for its exciting stories and interesting characters. It kept people hooked with its mix of mystery and drama. Despite the problems during filming, the show kept entertaining its audience, leaving a lasting impression on TV history. Amidst the making of the show's second season, something unexpected happened that left viewers shocked and sad. One of the characters, Betty Jones, played by Lee Meriwether, met an untimely end, which took everyone by surprise. Now, let's talk about what the series is about. It follows the adventures of a private investigator who solves mysteries. Each episode presents a new puzzle for him to solve, leading to lots of twists and turns. The main character teams up with his daughter-in-law to crack cases after her husband, his son, dies. This partnership adds depth to the story and makes it more emotional. Throughout the series, viewers were hooked by the interesting stories and characters. Despite facing many challenges, the main character's determination and cleverness always shine through. In the end, the 1973 TV series Barnaby Jones left a lasting impression on television. Its stories were gripping, and its characters were memorable, making it a show that people still remember today. In a surprising twist, a sad event unfolded during the making of the series. Lee Meriwether, who played Betty Jones, experienced a personal tragedy as her husband, Frank Alliter, passed away while the show was still being aired. Despite this sorrow, Meriwether continued playing her role, showing remarkable strength during a difficult time. The show, while centered on solving crimes, kept things family-friendly by avoiding intense violence and explicit content often seen in crime dramas. Instead, it focused on smart detective work and the connections between the characters. This approach appealed to a broad audience, making it suitable for families to enjoy the mysteries together. Throughout its episodes, the series featured various guest stars like Betty White, Cloris Leachman, and William Shatner. These appearances brought excitement and star power to individual episodes, attracting viewers who were fans of these well-known actors. Barnaby Jones remains a prime example of 1970s television, offering a captivating mix of mystery, drama, and heartwarming moments. Its lasting popularity reflects its timeless appeal and well-crafted storytelling, showcasing the show's enduring legacy in the world of television. In the world of 1973 television, a notable event unfolded surrounding a detective series. During its production, one of the actors faced a personal tragedy. In 1973, her husband, who was also involved in the show's creation, tragically lost his life in a plane crash. This sad occurrence cast a somber mood over the making of the series and left a lasting mark on those involved. The show itself, starring a seasoned actor as the main character, follows a private investigator as he solves crimes and deals with the complexities of detective work. Despite the challenges faced by the cast, the show continued to attract viewers with its captivating mysteries and characters. The main character, portrayed as a skilled investigator, brought a unique perspective to the crime-solving genre. His experiences, along with the support of his relative, added depth to the story, making it an interesting watch for audiences. The significance of the show lies not only in its captivating storylines, but also in the resilience of its cast, who persevered through personal tragedies to deliver an engaging portrayal of crime solving in early 70s television. Did you know that one of the actors on the show tragically passed away during its production? Lee Meriwether's husband, Marshall Borden, who played Lieutenant John Biddle, was murdered in real life. This unfortunate event added a somber note to the series. Now, let's delve deeper into the show's dynamics and characters. Barnaby Jones, portrayed by Buddy Ebsen, was a retired private investigator who came back to work after his son's untimely death. Despite his age, he proved to be sharp and relentless in solving crimes, aided by his daughter-in-law Betty Jones, played by Lee Meriwether, who often joined him on his investigations. The show was known for its intriguing plotlines and attention to detail in its portrayal of crime solving. Barnaby Jones tackled a variety of cases, ranging from murders to thefts, with each episode presenting a new challenge for the seasoned investigator and his team. Throughout its run, the series maintained a loyal fan base and garnered critical acclaim for its engaging storytelling and strong performances. Despite facing tough competition in the television landscape, Barnaby Jones remained a staple of the crime drama genre during its time on air. In the course of the 1973 TV series Barnaby Jones, there's a sad fact to note. The show took an unexpected turn when Lee Meriwether's character, Betty Jones, left in a tragic way. Meriwether played Betty as a steady presence, so her sudden departure shocked viewers. This unplanned event left a gap in the series, making the story sadder. It changed how the characters interacted and how the story unfolded. Betty Jones leaving didn't just affect the plot, it also hit home with the audience, showing how unpredictable the show could be. The writer's choice to include this sad twist showed how the series kept viewers guessing, never knowing what would happen next. Betty Jones not being there was a big moment in the series, making everyone deal with the unexpected loss. This added more layers to the story, showing that the show was ready to tackle darker, more emotional topics. These surprises in the story made Barnaby Jones compelling, showing its ability to keep people hooked with unexpected twists. The shock of Betty Jones leaving stays in viewers' minds as a powerful and memorable moment in the series. In one sad accident, a stuntman died while filming a dangerous scene for the series. It happened during a fast car chase scene, despite safety measures in place. Apart from its exciting stories, the series was known for showing strong, independent women characters. Many episodes highlighted women in important roles, breaking old TV stereotypes. Throughout the show, many famous actors made appearances, adding variety and interest to the story. Although the series was popular, some people didn't like how it showed violence, especially in crime scenes. They thought it was too graphic and might make viewers insensitive. The show often dealt with tough moral choices, where characters had to decide what was right and wrong, blurring the lines between them. Despite the sad parts, Barnaby Jones made a big mark on crime dramas. Its storytelling still connects with viewers, making it an important part of TV history.